Everybody. So one of you has asked for me to cover the clipping mask in Illustrator. So firstly, I would say it really depends on what your use is for the clipping mask. So if it was a thing, for example, here, you want to take away the part of the image with the needle, I would say forget your clipping mask there because you're leaving all this extra data in your file that you don't need. I would instead go back to Photoshop and use your crop tool. So you can see, I just need to clear that and do something like that. Okay, press OK and save it. So if it is a thing that's what you're trying to do, go back to Photoshop and do it that way. Okay. If it's a case that for some reason it works better in Illustrator, you would do something like this. So you would create whatever the shape is. I think actually, it might be a scenario maybe where you've got an ellipse, okay, like so, right? And usually I give it a different color, maybe swapping the stroke and fill color like so, and just like a different color that I'll recognize it, so green. Okay, so this is my shape, which is on top. This is my image, which is below. I select both. Okay, and you've two options. You can go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make, or you can go right click, Make Clipping Mask, or actually three options, Control 7. Okay, and there you have it. That's your clipping mask. But you can see you've kind of got all this extra. If I hover over it, you see I've got all this extra data around here. So I would advise kind of to get it to roughly the size, you know what I mean, don't have all this extra stuff here if you don't need it. Do a clip in the first place. You could also do things like text wraps. So for example, well, without a text wrap in mind, let's just say you wanted to cut out these a little bit kind of more. I don't know whether you would want to do something like this, but you might say, okay, well, I'm going to do something like this. I think it's going to look a little bit tacky on this, but it might work for whatever you're doing. So you might use your pen tool like so, select both the pen, the line and your image, and Control 7. Okay, so once your shape that you've drawn is on top and you just select the two objects, it should work from there. Okay, thank you.